Welcome back to Monday Magnets, brought to you by AIA. I'm here with Caden McDonald, Will Taylor, the regulars. How are you, boy? What are you doing?
Titch, like we touched on last week with the AIA good shout of the week. I'm just recovering because we had a game yesterday.
Well, Tommy, what do you think about this?
I just think this sums up Will Taylor, the 24/7 professional that he is.
Yeah.
Always just finding time to recover.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there's many muscles right on the
Nah,
collarbone.
it's sore there, Dotty. Trust me, mate.
What happened yesterday? We played footy yesterday morning.
Were you carrying the team on your shoulders again? That's why you're massaging yourself?
Yeah, look, I mean, as the deepest forward for the Division 12 Resis / Water Park Animals thirds, I said to the boys, jump on. There's enough space for everyone.
God, we were shit.
We
got a real reality check, Titch. On the high of 7 or 8 games in a row, we got brought right back down to earth with a good old-fashioned 100-point flogging.
Yeah, we were 7 on the trot. The mental's gone down a little bit in the last 24 hours, but that's okay. We keep moving on. Tommy, you didn't play footy this week. You've had a week off. You were down in Torquay.
No, I wasn't actually.
When were you
I was
in
at the G
Torquay?
yesterday.
Well,
I was in Torquay last week. Was that last week? Yeah, last week. Who did we play last week?
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast, yeah. So after the Gold Coast game, we got given a few days off. Was down in Torquay. Doss's part of the world.
God's
What a place.
country.
Love it down in Torquay.
Beautiful.
Had a rest this week, managed, but I'll be playing the Tigers this week, so I'm super pumped for that.
Any food spots in Torquay you like?
Yeah. Well, Doss, have you been to Folklore?
Yeah.
No, that's a bit out of my
That's
my
Budget?
culinary
Okay.
experience. I'm more of like just a sandwich.
some of
sort
the
guy.
best spring rolls you'll ever have.
No, I love a spring roll.
Folklore's delicious.
Have
They've got
you
one
been?
in the Geelong CBD as well.
Yeah, they've got the few down that strip there. So
Yeah, I like it. Whereabouts are you hanging out? Jan Jack? Where?
Torquay. Nathan Murphy, former Collingwood player, current opposition analysis coach. He does the drive every day from Jan-Jack to Collingwood, so he loves the coast. So he drives.
Jeez.
He says he has to leave like 4 or 5 a.m. every morning because the traffic banks up over the West Gate. So he's claimed Jan-Jack territory. He said that's his territory.
Yeah.
The Torquay's yet to be claimed, so might stamp that is
Yeah.
my territory.
Do you reckon post-career in 3 or 4 years, Tommy, we could get you down at the Torquay Tigers running around
Potentially.
in the
Potentially,
Ballerine?
yeah.
Down
Well,
at
I always
Spring
go
Creek.
down there and kick the footy. That's where we stay, is right near the Oval there. So, yeah. What do you reckon? What
that'd
could
be
the 4 of us have a run around together one day?
Oh.
Do you reckon we can go 25% each in a little Torquay Airbnb or something? We can.
We roll in from
Invest.
Spring Creek Reserve into the Torquay Hotel, light legends, few beers.
The Thirsty Camel's just next door.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thursday Camel. Then we say, guys, party back at ours.
Let's not talk
Keep
about
going.
me at 16 years old trying to go through that thirsty camel and getting rejected.
Oh, jeez, come on, Barrel.
The
Yeah,
Ballarat
rough.
boys come to town.
Rough times. Tommy, you also told us one of our favourite things of the pod, the piece, has been getting a run back on commentary over the last few weeks. Who's our culprits?
Well, it's just warming. It's warming the heart to see that the piece lives on. I think every time we have an AFLPA meeting, that's normally a red hot time for a few connection pieces and certain pieces to be dropped. Pre-game, the coaches have been dropping different pieces, and the whole team now is across whenever a piece is dropped.
Yeah.
The pies are on it now.
Yeah. But now no one even laughs anymore. It was a jumper presentation for Rowan Steele, I think, the other week, and someone dropped on in the presentation, and all the boys just nod and go,
Do you reckon connection piece is the most popular piece? Because there's
Oh, yeah.
consistency piece.
Connection piece is the staple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's so many other pieces. There's the continuity piece, there's strategic piece, there's
Continuity piece.
just so many pieces that have been dropped over the years. It's just actually Dylan Moore. So this whole piece saga started at Hawthorn. While you guys are chatting, I'm going to get up. Dylan Moore had a whole spreadsheet of every piece that was dropped that year.
There's so many pieces to the pie.
Oh, the spreadsheet
the jigsaw
piece.
puzzle piece.
Oh,
I've done the pod.
gee
I've
whiz.
done the Ball Maggers pod for 3 years, for nearly, maybe a little bit over. And my favourite all time. I've been there for almost the whole piece. And
The whole ball magnet.
Longevity piece.
and the best one I can remember is upstairs induction piece.
That was at Hawthorn.
Upstairs.
The parents,
induction piece.
they didn't come for an upstairs induction of the club. They came for an upstairs induction piece.
That's hilarious.
One of the best ones I've ever heard. But also, just in pop culture, we like to just, on the first 10 minutes, sort of move into some of the things we're doing throughout the week. I went and saw Superman, which just came out. And pretty good. I'm not a big Superman guy. I'm more of a Batman guy. But have you guys seen it yet?
Why do you have to go watch him? He's sitting right there.
Oh.
That was very good.
Taylor.
Well, actually, Lex Luthor's bald.
Jason Stratham is who I've been getting called
Statham?
lately.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't even know his name. Statham. I don't even actually know who
Well,
that is,
he's-
but I've had multiple sources say bit of Jason Statham.
Yeah, he's like an
in there.
action hero.
I'd love to be Jason. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I can
good.
see it.
Is it a good thing?
Action, crime fighting, like always in really difficult circumstances in action movies,
Okay.
but gets out.
Gets it done.
Yeah, gets it done.
And the other one is Pitbull, but you don't want that.
no.
No, he's a legend.
He's a vibe. He's a
Yeah, you know what happened to Pitbull?
Yeah,
the
he
idea of Pitbull kind of went
went
down because he was
cringe.
Mr. Feature.
And now he's coming
Now
up.
he's back. My sister messaged me a couple of months ago and said, Pitbull's coming to Melbourne. I really want to go. Do you want to come? And I said, no.
yeah.
But actually, yeah, it would be pretty sick. It
What
would
a-
be pretty sick.
On Lookalikes, what do you two get? Heaps.
I get Peter Pettigrew from Harry Potter, just the deformed rat sometimes.
Not see, no.
He's good. Who's that? He's the little man.
He's a little
Peter
rat.
Pettigrew. Wasn't
I
there a
don't know.
Pettigrew that played for Port Adelaide?
Peter Burgoyne.
Is there actually a
Yeah.
Pettigrew?
What
Yeah,
was his
Pettigrew.
first name?
There was a Pettigrew.
There was a Pettigrew that played for Port.
While Baz is looking up that,
I'm going to guess number 20.
You probably know that as well.
Oh my God, Michael Pettigrew,
Yeah.
former player for Port
Can I
Adelaide,
get a number confirmation?
drafted in 03
Surely not.
until 11.
That's
His nickname is Pedigree.
Pedigree, yeah,
That's
the
good.
dog brand.
Um,
What's his number?
yeah, I'm on that.
I've got it, number 36.
Oh, he was too.
Oh, damn it.
He had 20 disposals once in his career.
Well, that's not getting your ball magnet of the week.
He kicked three times.
I might get you a piece of the week.
That's a new one for our footy grids.
Yeah, Michael
Michael
Pettigrew.
Pettigrew.
Michael Pettigrew.
Peter Burgoyne.
Yeah, Peter Burgoyne. Bit in that.
Who does Tails look like?
I every time I post like golfing clips on my Instagram stories, I always get is it John Daly, the big smoking
The golfer.
fatty? I always get John Daly's son. It's like, oh fucking, who let John Daly's son out at Drill Golf Course this weekend? I'm like, all right, guys.
He can play, that guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Serious talent.
Yeah,
Serious
he'll have an eighth of Buddy Bundy.
yeah.
And go,
Serious
have the
talent,
dart.
all swagger as well.
Darcy
so.
Cameron gets Channing Tatum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can kind of see it too.
I can
Yeah.
say it. I don't think he's got the moves.
Wow.
Well,
I've seen him move. He moves pretty well.
I don't mind it. That's a good
If
one.
you ever want to see someone scull a jug of beer faster than anyone in the world, it's probably him.
Oh,
Just,
Does he do the
The
thing
magic
where
trick.
he opens the throat up and it just
I don't know
slides
what he
down?
does, but it disappears in half a second.
He's a big man. I don't really get one. There's not one that I get consistently.
you
to
might
be
have to
honest.
clip this up and then see what the comments say.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
I just need some viewer interaction.
Yeah.
Tommy, it's great to have you back in the studio because we love playing a game called Guess the Player, and it's one of your favourite games. You're probably the king of that. Although Josh Giddey did just beat
Josh
you.
Giddey's very good. Jack Ginnivan equally as good, but I'm pretty good.
You are the king. So I've just picked. I know you've got a big day ahead, so you need to get out of here. But I've picked a player that I want everyone to go and have a guess at. So we'll start with Tommy, and then you guys can have a guess after that.
So what, we all ask a question?
So I can either give. It's up to you guys if you want me to give the number first, or you just want to ask me questions.
So is it the number game or is it one where it's like we
So
start with...
do we ask questions like what
Yeah.
team do they play
Yeah,
for?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, we'll take it in terms of a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
And you've got to remember what everyone's asked.
Guess the player. Similar to a 20 questions.
Yeah.
20
Tommy.
questions, yeah.
Start.
What team do they play for?
Can I say that? Is it yes or no?
No, yes or no. So you got to be like
Did they,
Victorian team.
Did they play for a Melbourne club based? Sorry. Did they play for a Melbourne-based club?
Not Melbourne.
Oh,
It's an interstate.
good one. I
Or
like that.
Geelong,
Yeah. Oh,
if he's being technical.
were they from an SA club?
They're not.
Are they from a WA-based club?
They are not.
Victorian-based club.
They are.
So it's
Oh,
Geelong.
okay. So we've narrowed it right down. Did they play during the 2000s?
No.
Okay.
Are they a midfielder?
They're not.
Did they play in a premiership?
That was going to be my
That's
question.
a great question.
They did.
Are they current.
They are.
Okay, Dossie. We're on here.
Are they in defence?
They are. So, Tommy, do you want to have a guess here? Or you
Yeah.
got two guesses. You got two to come
Feel like this would
around.
be-
I'm going to go for it.
Okay, that doesn't take you out of
Oh,
it.
am I going to go for it?
I
I reckon
might-
if you
What,
go
does it
for
take you out or
I reckon
just-
if you
it's
go
just
for
onto
it,
the
you
next?
are out.
Oh,
All right, I'm going to go for it. Mark Blitzhouse.
No, it's not Marky Blitz.
fuck. I was going to go for it, but now we've lost Titch.
Wait, am I still in
No,
there?
you're in. You
Okay.
say it. Say it.
Okay.
It's all right.
Is it Jack Henry?
It's not Jack Henry.
It's Tom Stewart.
It's not Tom Stewart.
Who are
It's,
the,
did he win one?
who are the other defenders?
Did he win one? Jack Henry.
It's not Jack Henry.
I said Jack Henry.
You did say Jack Henry.
Wait, who was it?
I said Jack Henry before.
Oh, shit.
Tails.
Defender. Is their
I
number?
know, I know who it is.
Is their number between 1 and 20?
Yes.
Okay, narrowed it down for you.
Jed Buse.
No.
Did Busey play in the
Yeah,
flag?
he would have.
Dossie.
Current player, backman, premiership player. Numbers between 1 and 20.
trying to think who plays back for Geelong.
We're back to the start.
Oh.
We're back to the start. So should I give you a hint?
No,
No,
I think
no, don't.
I think I've got it. Can I ask a hint that might unlock?
Well,
Or do we-
if
or
I
do-
can't give a hint,
do I
I'm
just-
not sure if
No,
you're
but
allowed
can
to
I
ask
ask
me.
one more?
Well, when
while
it gets
the-
to your turn, you
Okay,
can ask.
I wanted to jump.
Oh my God.
Shit. Trying to
I've got
think.
two in mind.
Cade Colin-Dajany.
Oh, that's very well done.
Collar Jasny, Jake Collar Jasny, 29 years old. My hint was going to be that he's played 198 games, so in 2 games' time. I'm not sure if he's playing at the moment, but yeah, he's about to bring
Did
up
you
200.
search him or did you use an app to generate that?
No, I've got him up on the AFL.
Oh, that you
app.
just randomly found that.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I knew who I wanted.
Okay, that's good.
You're not a big fan of Jake Collar Jasny?
No,
You don't
I
have him
am
up
a
on the
massive
wall?
fan. That's
No, I don't.
I was just interested in the system.
I don't
Yeah.
know much about Jake Collar Jasny, but he's a veteran of the Geelong Footy Club. He's 29 years old, and he's been there the whole time, right? I believe.
Sneaky 200 gamer.
Yeah, that's huge for Jake Collar Jasny when he gets over 200 games.
Great for the Cats.
That'd be massive. Who you said is Henry playing back at the moment or something?
Jack Henry.
Yeah, Jack Henry's back.
Jack Henry's
Oh, Jack.
only
Sorry,
played
my bad.
back.
Jack Henry.
Ollie Henry plays forward.
But I don't think we said DeConing, did we?
We didn't say DeConing.
And we didn't say Guthrie.
We
But
didn't
if you said DeConing was a defender, I probably wouldn't have agreed.
He was a defender, or is a defender.
Would Sam DeConing be listed as a defender?
yeah,
In
he
the
wouldn't be a
grand
ruck.
final, he would have been.
Well, Bailey, he is. So well done, mate. Tommy, thanks for joining us. What's on for the rest of the day, mate?
Boys, what's on for the day? It's an official day off. So every day after game day. So Pies played yesterday on the Sunday. We get the day off after the game. So bit of admin. Did the On the Inside show for the AFL with Gatorade this morning with Cripper and Lockie. I'm here with you, wonderful gentlemen now. I'll go do some training now, get the body moving, do some acupuncture. That's about it. Get ready to train Tuesday.
Love
Are
it.
you a
Yeah.
big fan of them? Where are you on massage guns?
Massage guns.
How do you
I've
get
got one
this
at
done?
home. I've got one of the Theragun body guns, whatever they're
Yeah,
called.
they're a bit better quality than these
Yeah.
ones.
No, I do like them. There's a place for them for sure. There's a piece for them.
Bailey got it from the clearance table at
JB
Dick
Hi-Fi.
Smith. JB Hi-Fi.
JB
something like
Hi-Fi
that.
last night. $100 down to 66, so it's a big win.
Really?
Yeah.
What
That's
about, I don't want to rub salt into the wound, but Tails, you've got your morning coffee and spilled it straight on the jumper first
Yeah,
up.
really not happy
How
about
does
that.
that start your week off, obviously?
Oh, well, it started off by not being able to find a park when I got here on time. Spilling the coffee, not ideal. But you know what? It's happened in the first couple hours of the week.
That's
So,
amazing. Like you knock it over early.
yeah, you knock over all the bad things early,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the week.
I like that
flying.
optimism.
Yeah.
Let's have a good week, boys.
Let's have a great week.
Thanks, Tommy.
Thank you, Tish.
Enjoy, mate.
Big round of footy, boys. How did we see it? All of our teams got the fucking thwomping.
We had 2 personal bests though, Tails. We had 2 personal best rating games by 2 of our favourites, but one of our pod favourites, Jordan Sweet. He played the best game of his career to date, as well as Isaac Heaney. Personal best rated games for their career. How'd you see Sweety's game? He's your mate?
Mate, I've been batting for Sweeney. Sweeney? Sorry.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney and Sweden.
One of our favourites, Stoss.
You could say I'm on about 150,000 not out batting. Because I'm batted for him for so long.
Yeah.
The Sweety's just...
And they're still coming. They're still hunting you down.
They're still hunting me down, and I will defend Sweety with my life. He's just...
You're on 150,000? They're...
Yeah, and they're still bringing the spinners in from the top end, which is silly. Nah, Sweety is just a bull. Like, he'll go in, biggest workhorse ever, toiled away at the doggies for ages, could never really get in and have a spot in the side because he's competing with arguably one of the best ruckmen in the comp, Tim English. But it's so good to see him at Port just absolutely dominating, and it was a real reason as to why Port were in the game. Like, it was...
Does he just tickle your mustache?
He tickles a lot of things in my body.
Yeah.
The mustache is one of them. His figure tickles, my insides.
Areas.
Yeah.
How good's that? Well, into the round review really nicely, really sweetly,
Yeah,
might
really
I add.
Jordan Lee.
On Thursday, we just saw a little bit of the gap in the competition. Essendon are struggling, man. They have 15 out, and probably 12 of them are in their best 18. So they lost to Giants, who have not cemented their spot in the 8, but they look better in the ladder than they do on paper, with a 50 or 50 point win against the Dons at Marvel. So they're away from NG this week, but they're looking good, the Giants.
I feel like Essendon held their own a little bit. I mean, they played for...
They lost by 48 points, Tails.
They went away from them later on in the game, but it's... Yeah, the margin doesn't paint the greatest picture because it's always... They always just sort of fall off towards the end once they've had their injuries and the rest of the team's a bit more fatigued. But they were playing for a great cause. Their cancer stuff that they do with the kids in the hospital. It's great to see them run out with them and celebrate and raise some money for the kids in need.
Dossie, where do you see the Dons in the next couple of years? But hear me out, because I thought they looked quite good at the start of the year, and then obviously they've had all these injuries again.
I don't know.
Like for round 1, 2026, their lineup, I think, looks reasonably good.
It feels like they're going to give a lot of people the toss, though. They're going to flick a lot of players out.
Such as?
Well, even with all these injuries, I saw a stat that, like, Perkins, Shield, and Gresham have been playing twos, even when they've been, like, absolutely ripped with injuries. So it's like, how are they not getting a game? Is that, like, a statement saying that they're going to move on from some of these players? I don't know. It feels like they're going to go down before they go up, which is a crazy thing to say because they've just lived between 8th and 14th for the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. I don't know.
I like their young players, though, like Caddy,
Kako.
Liam McMahon debuted.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did you like him?
I love him.
Yeah, nice.
Every clip that I see from the VFL, I think he played for Carlton this year and Essendon VFL. And he's just this big, wiry, like, athletic, like a genuine footballer. He kicked a goal or two, I think.
He knows how to find the footy.
Yeah.
Like, he's very, very good at finding, and that's why he kicks bags of 4 or 5 every week. He just knows where to be in the right spots.
I love when they're in the right spots.
Well, yeah. Who doesn't really?
We all.
The spot. Friday night, Tails. It was your boys, the Doggies. They've now lost 2 on the trot in reasonably close fashion to the Lions. Last week they lost to the Crows.
They can't beat people in the top 8.
No, they can't, Dos. And even the week before they lost to the Crows, they beat North but let them score 85 points. They're letting these teams kick scores against them.
We are just struggling
struggling.
against the top 8 sides, which seems to be a big issue for making the top 8.
That is an issue, yeah.
Look, the 8 is sort of forming a bit more like firmer now. Like the doggies are just slipping out of the 8. So I find it really hard for the doggies to crack in. But I mean, they were answering my prayers with being very accurate in front of goal. But Brisbane in the end just had more scoring shots and more of the ball. And credit to the Lions.
Yeah,
Weren't
you let
the,
them kick too many.
Weren't the Ashcroft's brothers just insane?
Oh,
I think
they
they had something like 54 touches and 5 goals between them.
Nuts.
5 goals between them.
It was Will Ashcroft's last goal from like 50 out on the siren.
Now, I
Just
know we
to
love the father-son rule,
bury it.
but it's crazy that the team that's gone back-to-back grannies got 2 pick ones, essentially. But we love the father-son rule, and it won't change, but very fortunate for the people up in
Is
Queensland.
there something that could be stipulationed? I don't know. Could be, is there something in that?
Maybe
rule?
only get one of the brothers. One brother gets sent off into the...
But then it's not fair.
And then you got to trade back for him.
Then imagine the Camperellis, like both of them can't get picked up in the 1 year.
Even though they weren't top
Or
picks.
imagine if another team could take him, but then Brisbane had to trade for him. Oh, I don't know, something. But yeah, the father-son rule is amazing, but back-to-back grannies and you get essentially 2 pick ones is very lucky.
Do you reckon they just need to, if that's going to happen, there needs to be higher compensation to others? I don't know, how do you compensate?
It's just weird that you get rid of pick 50, pick 60, pick 60, pick 60 to get the points for a top 5 pick.
Yeah.
But it's very fortunate, but it's so cool because they run it around to take the piss. And they're so young and so good.
I think the father-son rule is great. If your family is good enough to produce great footballers for such a long generation, fair enough, you can have them.
Yeah.
You can have your... Sorry, my cricket
Yeah, I think I
stream
kicked.
Who is it?
I kicked the cricket.
The Aussies versus the West Indies.
Is that on now?
Yeah, T20.
Oh.
Yeah, if you can produce more Ashcrofts, more Dacosses, more... Who else? We've got a Dersma coming through the ranks this year. If your family is that good, like, fair enough, you can have them. The academy stuff with the points...
Is that what irks you?
Yeah, well, like the NGA...
The Mitch Owens,
the...
Marcus Windhagers.
No, I'm talking more Gold Coast. Gold Coast have I think half their side at the moment's academy. But then again, if Gold Coast produce academy that can just go to the Suns, it pushes out players that they've drafted that can potentially come home. So it is good for the comp, but yeah, if they take Kalani White, I will riot because they took Mac Andrew and that was a disgrace.
It's also sacrificing like list management in the future. Like Gold Coast sort of bundled up their points to get Walter, Reid, and Graham and Rogers as well. So those 4 a couple of years ago, and like that seems to be paying dividends now. But they've got to be a bit smarter with their draft picks over the next coming years. So they're obviously bundling up their points and everything for that. So yeah, that'll be
They got Zeke Yulin coming through now.
Yeah, I mean, well, that'll be something to keep an eye on. But yeah, I think maybe.
Hey there. Hey there.
Oh no.
Mate.
Oi, we've lost him.
Maybe a tweak in the academy rules to make it a little bit harder. But I think the way it's going about it, it's just be better at the end of the day as a footballer.
You got to be better, bro.
Gotta be better. Don't get bitter, get better.
Saturday 1:10, Hawks Port Adelaide. This is where Sweetie went to work, ladies and gentlemen. This is where our man Jordan Sweet
Cocked in.
went to absolute work.
He clocked in.
But it was the Ken Hinkley versus Jack Ginnivan show, and Guinea gave us some fireworks, didn't he?
Well, it's one where it's like you go, Guinea got the last laugh, but essentially Ken won his way through to a prelim. But yeah, Guinea in his cheekiest little ways slotted a great goal and did the plane celebration.
So potentially Ken Hinkley's won the battle and Ginnivan's won the walkers. Ken, you're going in about 5 weeks, brother. You're out of the league.
Did you know since round 7, once again, it's a stat that I saw on Twitter and I didn't screenshot.
How good is this?
Dossie's Did You Knows?
This guy's Dan Thorson.
And I'm not going to get it correct, but it's something like Guinea's averaging since round 7, like 19 touches and
Yeah.
2 goals a game.
Yeah.
It's because he's had a couple of like big disposal.
If you do a
games.
whole season of that, that's like elite player. But he got dropped, a bit maligned first couple of games, got dropped, went back to the VFL, found his confidence, found his form, and now he's one of the elite small forwards of that sample size. So it's been impressive by our man.
He's a workhorse. Yeah, I'd like to see a bit more from him.
He's so
a bit more
smart.
of that from him towards the latter end of the season and hopefully in the postseason.
And he's put it like, you know, that even when he did the celebration, he sort of did it in like a nonchalant way, but he's put a lot of the antics behind him. He's matured in front of our eyes and he's playing great footy.
Well, I know we're talking about a small forward that is getting some high disposals in Jack Ginnivan, but the other one that's been doing it, he's an All-Australian. Dylan Moore had an unbelievable outing. He had 32 and 2, which is monster numbers for the man. He also had 9 tackles. That guy is a effort type of player, and like that, it's sort of like me. If I'm not in the right mental space, I'm not going to go and find the ball. You know, if I'm in the right mental space, I might, you know, in that last quarter on Sunday, I kind of checked out. And Dillmore didn't do that. So shout out to Dillmore. It's just one I wanted to give off. One of your faves was back and big tails, 2-2 to Kalshadia.
Yeah.
Love Deary.
I fucking love Kalsh. He's a gun. And the ability, I touched on it earlier on in the season on the Monday Magnets. The depth that Hawthorn have in their forward line is absolutely, you might have to do a big bleep over this, Baz. It is absolutely
Holy Jesus. That
It
has
is-
to be bleeped and
they
comment
can
down below
do-
what you think he said.
they can do some colossal damage to some teams. Like the fact that all their key forwards are back, Marbia Charles missing out, but Mitch Lewis, Kalsh, Jack Gunston,
Mitchie Lewis!
Luke Bruce is playing in the twos still. He's taking the piss in the twos. Then you've got Wizard. You've got
Oh my God.
Ginnivan. You've got
Jeez.
Jarman Impey kicked
Butler.
3-2.
It's and then the
How the fuck that
midfield.
happened?
Then the midfielders are chipping in, and then you've got Weddle who can go down forward. You've got Sicily who goes down forward. You've got Blake Hardwick that goes down forward. The whole team's a utility.
It's outrageous.
It's bloody unbelievable.
Well, you know, Jordan Sweet is not in our piece of the week. I've just got another stat from him. He led the game in contested possessions. 19 of his 22 were contested. He was very, very close to being in our piece of the week standings this week, but Sweetie has just missed out, unfortunately. But we've
I think
given
he's-
him his
I
flowers.
thought he's the sweet of the week.
Sweet of the
Sweet
week.
of the week.
Sweet of the week.
Piece of the week, Dos.
I could fucking chat about Jordan Sweet every week if we wanted to, so we can just have a little segment.
And
to
we
him.
do.
Yeah.
Piece of the week, starting with Dos. It was on the Sunday. It was the Pies don't play on Sundays, which maybe this guy's taken full
Well, they play the
advantage of.
G often, and they got that on Sunday. But Paddy Voss took the
Yeah,
piss,
Paddy
kicked 6,
Voss.
used to be on the Bombers list. They said, we don't need a big bustling forward. He toured his way in the VFL for maybe a season or two there, and then Freo gave him a lifeline, and he is just starting to become that good second banana to your big Josh Tracy. So Pat Voss kicked 6, celebrations, and he got Freo over the line.
Really liking what Pat Voss is putting out on the park at the moment. Well done, Vossy. Following that Hawthorn game is your piece of the week, Tails, which is
Sure is.
actually outrageous if you look at it, that this guy is now, you know, nearing 30, or we would be maybe, and he's just had his career best game in player ratings wise. Tails,
Yeah.
who's your piece of the week,
I
bro?
could use the word I used before about the Hawthorn forward line, but I will refrain from
Please
it because
refrain.
Drop that word.
we,
That is
we,
outrageous.
we don't want to drop the whole episode. But Isaac Heaney has gone and he has absolutely buried North Melbourne. 34 touches. What's that as well? 5 goals.
Deary me.
13 clearances. That is just a...
Chef's kiss.
I would have gone out on the town. I don't know what's in Sydney, but I would have gone out in the town and really enjoyed myself that night. But everything shuts at 1, so in bed nice and early.
What's the opposite of a baker's dozen?
a fucking
A butcher's 3-piece.
a bricky slab or something?
Well, actually, it'd be a half dozen. Baker's half dozen. I don't know.
Well, two dozens is a slab, so
Yeah, but one dozen is 6. Haney kicked 5. So
no,
the
one
opposite
dozen.
of
One dozen is 12.
half. Yeah, no, I said half dozen.
You said one
six.
dozen is 6.
Yeah, no, I said a half dozen is 6.
You said one dozen is 6.
No,
You'll
said a
see-
half dozen
you'll
is
see-
6.
Oh, you'll see the edit.
a half dozen
You'll
is
see the
6.
edit, mate.
Half a dozen is 6.
And then the opposite of a baker's half dozen would be one fewer, which would be 5. So I don't know. I'm thinking of new terminology.
No, a baker's half dozen would be 7.
Yeah.
baker's
So the
dozen-
opposite of a baker's half
oh
dozen.
my god.
So one less.
Dozenception.
So a baker's half dozen would be 7, right?
Oh,
Well done, Heaney.
With his bakers, butchers, 6
Right.
dozens.
That is awesome.
I've
Who have you got?
I've got a migraine now.
He's got a migraine. I've got a piece of the week. Morris Rioli.
Ah,
Well done, Morris. Saturday night, prime time on a Saturday versus the Eagles. That man was everywhere. Pressure acts, tackles,
well, the tackling
smothers.
was insane. That chase down tackle was awesome, and
Yeah.
I think everyone's seen. But he accepted the collab post from the AFL mid game. Not sure how he's done that.
Did
Yeah, his account accepted the collab post of the tackle mid game.
Was his girlfriend or something?
Yeah, it must
like
be his
that.
partner. Yeah,
I'm going to do some research into that. Let's see
or he's got a good admin team.
what I can find. Where are we? Where is Rioli? You know, it wasn't a statistical game. It's a bit of a Rioli type of game because the man had only the 13 touches, didn't kick 1, 2 tackles, but
He passed so many off. There was one where he did that big smother, kept it in from the boundary, passed it off in the goal square.
that
Just-
was unbelievable.
Just a selfless small forward role,
Team-
tackles,
team
goal
player.
assist.
Roaming Has could have done that, but he didn't, and I sprayed him.
He
we
would
could
never.
very much use a team player
He,
at the
he
Div
would,
12.
he would never do that.
So Thomas Sims, he could help us out. Rioli, come down, brother. Taj Houghton played his second game. What did the man have? He had 16, so he's finding it.
Can you believe that? What are the Tigers 17th, 16th?
16th. I
Can
believe.
you-
Can you believe that 16th beat 18th by that much on their home deck? Like, are the West Coast Eagles just an absolute rebel?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they are. But
Yeah.
it's
I think they're in.
rhetorical almost.
I think they're in hotter water than North Melbourne.
They're
think-
just in all sorts.
Yeah,
They are.
they are in a bit of licorice, mate.
However, if there is a saving grace to that, and I think Will Schofield mentioned it halfway through the game, Harley Reid played his best game ever so far to date. He had 2 goals, 27 touches, 6 tackles.
Harley's been copping shit this year. From the
Yeah.
media, from the oppo, from the fans. I don't know. It's
And we don't like that.
it's a little bit of tall poppy where it's like the rock star with the blonde hair rocks up into Perth. Everyone wants to bring him down. He's just ticking it over, doing okay. He's getting there.
He's figuring it out, Reedy.
I don't
Yeah.
fucking like it. I'm not
I don't
gonna
like it
stand
either.
for
I think it's bullshit.
But he's going to be there again
fucking legend.
by the looks of things.
Brady's a legend.
He's
I'm not
going
gonna
to.
fucking stand for it. Anyone can get fucking shut down by me. Fuck is.
So he's in his second year. Does he? Has he signed an extension?
Yeah, a little bit of news coming out from the West across the weekend where they've had a look at some of the options that West Coast have given them. They've given West Coast some options, and his management's going over in a couple of weeks to have a yarn. So potentially he might sign. I wonder if there's a clause where it's like maybe they sign for 9 years and he goes, but if I want to go home, you do. I don't know. There's so many clauses in AFL, you never know what could happen. But I don't know. He seems to be loving it over there. The beach, walks his little puppy dogs.
More
He's
clauses.
got dogs.
I hope so. I love him.
More clauses than Santa.
What is awesome is that the D's lost tails.
Get fucked.
How
Nah, fuck
good
off.
is that to the Blues?
Fuck off.
D's.
It's-
Fucking shit.
To be honest, I was really hoping the D's got up. I was really rooting for
It was just
your Demons.
the most putrid Blues lineup that I'd seen in a long time. Like, they just had so many babies walking out there, so many young players, which is probably a good thing for the Blues. But they were all playing well.
Speaking of-
Carroll taking intercept marks off the back line.
Speaking of Young, my boy Flynn Young, he kicked his first AFL goal.
Fling
and
Young.
really put the icing on the cake. Hey, I played football with Flynn Young,
Oh,
and he's a gun.
I'm sure
Fucking
he,
gun, mate.
mate.
Cozzy Pickett, though. He's
Yeah, he kicked 5.
He's a midfielder. That's a midfielder doing that. 5 and 24.
Yeah, that's all well and good, but Paddy Cripps is back. Paddy
Yeah.
Cripps is back-to-back weeks,
Saw him in
doing
the car
his
park
job.
earlier.
Did Paddy Cripps ever fucking leave?
Well, he was under some water.
He had a little
I think the
sabbatical early in
So
the
no
year.
no one cleaned his shower head, and for a good 6 weeks there, he just wasn't himself.
I think the whole of fucking Icon Park was underwater, mate.
No, you're right.
You know what, though?
Yeah, it looked like Venice.
Did you see the Clayton Oliver holding the ball late?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I did.
I felt like it was holding the ball.
Yeah, but we can't harp on one fucking free kick over the weekend, Dossie, because then we'd be here for 4 hours.
We can't. You know what else we can't
But I
harp
need
on
something
about?
to hold on to from the
Dees
game.
versus Carlton, because no one actually really cares about either of those teams at all. Even fans, I feel, sometimes don't really care.
Do you reckon
And-
Maisie will get some weeks?
I hope he doesn't. I really hope he doesn't. It was a footy act. Francis Evans was running into his line, and Stephen May was watching the ball, and then in the depth of field behind the ball, Francis Evans was there.
I think he's obviously going to get weeks, but it's one where like the AFL are almost asking Stephen May to get out of the way now.
Yeah.
Like he almost didn't. He just ran at the same pace in the same line. But
Yeah,
I
we'll
think
get out of the way, Stephen.
Yeah, I think we're asking players to get out of the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
so,
yep,
so
and then just let Francis Evans kick a goal. Yep.
yeah,
fucking
well,
good now.
mate, you can't. It's the rules, bro. You can't touch players anymore.
Baz would have got out of the way.
You can't touch blokes.
Baz would have shepherded him through.
At least I got fucking some of the ball tails. Tell
Baz-
me, you
Baz would've-
tell me
Baz would've
when
gone,
you
"Go
go
on."
and get the footy,
Yeah,
and then you can
Francis,
talk about
you're right.
it.
Yeah, go, mate. Yeah.
You can talk shit when
Oh, no,
you get
we're-
the footy, all right?
Falling apart.
Sunday was 3 really good games on paper, only one of which lived up to the hype. My Saints got pipped at GMHBA, which was probably always going to happen, but I'm really happy of the output that the Saints gave. They always tried to stick in.
Yeah, we
They
can
lost
skip
by
that
30.
game. On to the next,
But-
thanks.
You know, whatever. Saints, it's a write-off for the year. So we'll see you next year. We probably won't talk about the Saints again for the rest of the year.
Thank goodness.
But also, you're all fucking in so much trouble. Collingwood Freo, middle of Sunday.
Well, that was a ball burst.
That was a ball burster.
Yeah.
And the Pies fan, there's a lot of Pies fans on the ball,
So
mate,
what
who
if-
want to tune into our analysis.
Where's Tom Mitchell?
We had an RDO.
I did some RDLs.
He had a rostered day off.
True. Rostered day off. He didn't play twos either. So it's just resting him.
Nick
But-
Dacos went beast mode. Caleb Sarong, here's my tip for the Brownlow. He had 37 touches. And a snaggy.
Is he your tip?
Yeah, I tipped him start the year.
Who's the race at the moment?
I think it's all weird names. As in like, it used to be Bond, Cripper, Neil, and now it's like Jordan Dawson, Ed Richards.
Bailey Smith. But
Bailey Smith.
is
He's
just
missed too
sort
much footy.
He's slipped out of it just
Because he's missed too many games now. But Nick Dacos did have an absolute beast of game. I hope you had him in your fantasy teams, in your super coach, because 162 fantasy, which is the most important stat over.
You
overall.
wouldn't not have Nick, surely.
across the board.
Are you surprised that his career high is 43 at this moment?
As in like, that's
Like
crazy
you
for a
would,
fourth year player? Or
like
as
you
if-
would have thought by now he would have cracked like 45.
Nah, 'cause-
No, because
49. How hard
50 is
50 is.
insane.
Yeah, that's near the record.
Yeah,
which is,
true.
Which who we know well. The
Yeah, I'm
holder.
sitting in the seat of the record holder.
But what
And it's
was
warm.
interesting, Tails, which I'd love to get your take on, was the no tackle technique from the Pies in
They're
that
so
last
smart.
minute or so. But they lost.
But they're so fucking smart. Like, instead of getting repeat stoppages and losing time off the clock, they'd tackle, they'd get off the tackle so they didn't complete it, so the ball would bobble around, keeping it alive.
I think you sound really silly right now.
Why?
Because they didn't get it. Actually worked in the complete opposite way against them, and they looked
Well,
like
there's
idiots.
like 10 seconds left when it was
No,
happening.
it was about 50.
But I think that is a really high IQ
Yeah.
play.
Well, I think you're low.
Well,
IQ.
like in the game when they got that clearance late and Nick Dacos just ran to the
But
forward
mate,
line.
if the ball's on the ground and two people are
They've
tackling,
lost both
him,
those
you'd
games, and
rather
I
a ball up.
think tactically it's very clever.
But if someone's
but you
got
don't
the
want a
footy,
ball up. You want the ball in play.
But it's not in play if a Freo bloke's got it and he's just sitting on top of it. No one's tackling him, so he can't get done holding the ball, and he's just standing there. So he's going to hold the footy.
But he can't drag it in, so he has
But
to
no one's
hit it out.
tackling him, so he's not going
But
to drag it in
if
anyway.
he just sits there holding the footy, then a Collingwood player can tackle him, get a free kick.
Okay,
and
but
then-
So
they
it's
weren't
either going to
tackling
stay alive or he's going to drag it in. It's going to be holding the ball. It's clever. It didn't
I
just
think-
because it didn't pay off doesn't mean it's not clever.
Well, show me any other time that it's worked, and I'll give you a fucking chubba
Well,
chub,
it's
mate.
only been done once and it was incredible
Well, and they lost.
because they were trying to win.
and they didn't.
Because Darcy Moore just wasn't playing in front. That's what happened, mate.
Crows Suns, it was 61 points. Fuck, I don't.
Man, I
don't
tuned into that for a second, and the Suns didn't have a goal, and it was like halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, I tapped in when they kicked their first, second, and third, and then I tapped out once.
Alex Neil-Bullen, though, you know, he's come from a great club, great pedigree, 31, kick 2, what a star. And shrewd recruiting by the Crows, list management.
You love that shit. But yeah, no, man, Tails did. We were starting to really power the Suns home when they kicked a few in a row, and then they just teed it off, which is all right. Before we get off this game, we're about to wrap up the pod. I just want to see what Ben Keys did because he's one of our favourites. 1 and 18.
Well, that's what he does.
That's okay.
High half forward.
Pretty
Dossie,
average game.
Tails, thanks so much for joining me. I just want to check, Tails, you got your phone?
Yeah, mate.
Did we get a reply from Aaron Cadman last week?
Sorry, I'm just watching a run-out chat.
Cads did reply.
Yeah, we did get a reply from
Cads
Aaron
did
Cadman.
reply.
All right, well, can we just read that one out for the viewers?
We've also
Or
got
the
to send.
listeners.
We've also got to send a voice message to someone this week.
Yeah, I've got to send an invoice to someone this week. You sending off any invoices, McDonald,
All
this
right,
week?
money bags.
No invoices. I'm actually paying a few, to be honest.
Stiff.
I'm going to record more music.
Who are you paying? Joycey.
No, I'm going to record music, and I have to
Alright.
pay big money to do it.
Well, why
So-
would you do that?
Despite my last song being a 10 of 10.
Last week we obviously sent the message to Aaron Cadman.
Cads.
He enjoyed it and he replied back, "Crew," with 2 exclamation marks. It's an honour. I appreciate all the kind words. Hopefully this is just the start with the heart hands emoji. And then he goes, also elite ball knowledge from Bailey, baby black on top with
Is
the
this-
on top emojis.
You
But
Googled the cafe.
I know
Baz
what I'm doing.
Googled the cafe. So Cad's not going to see this, but I mean, he's stooged ya. One of the oldest tricks in the book.
Well, I just know what I'm doing, though.
Nah,
You know
what's
how to get
clever.
on side. But Tails, just before we wrap up, we've got to be quick. We just need to send a voice message off to one of our pieces of the week. So we've got a choice. Pat Voss, Maurice Rioli, and Isaac Heaney. Tails, who would you like to send it off to?
Oh.
Isaac Heaney's probably the least likely, but the most reward for reply.
Haynes and I have, in the last couple of years, played a lot of rock, paper, scissors against each other
Is that right?
at gather round. So I would like to see,
If Haynes gets back to us.
yeah.
Yeah,
but
and I don't know.
Well, Cadman's good get.
Cadman's a great
Cadman's
kid.
a great get. Haynes would be a great get.
All right,
as
so
well.
let's send Haynes a voice message.
Yeah, well, we'll throw the offie out there, and if he has a crack, well, he has a crack.
Kyle Cheney.
Kyle Cheney.
Haynes, my boy, it's Willie Taylor from the Monday Magnets, my friend. Obviously the superior podcast to the Ball Magnets pod, but just wanted to say a big congrats. You are our piece of the week with your absolute stellar
Well done, Haynes.
34 and 5 goals, mate.
Unreal.
You seem to have the ball on a flippin' string, mate, and you bloody deserve a few more days of recovery, I think, mate. Well done.
Hey, Haynes, Kados here. You're a superstar. Just love the hangers. Just keep flying for him. I like when you get in flow state and sit on heads. So my personal favourite was against Jesse Hogan. I think you got Mark of the Year for it. Was incredible. You're incredible, and just keep being you, man.
Haynes, mate, I know El Topo's closed at the moment, but I've
Googled
actually
another
just sent an
cafe.
email off to the contact number on the website, and I'm going to open it back up for us, mate. So, yeah, big performance, and we'll celebrate at El Topo soon, mate. Cheers.
Might have to go to South Darling Sangers for the meantime. Thanks, Haynes.
If he replies with El Topo's incredible great ball knowledge, then I'm going to sue. Because you've come from the clouds with that one.
I just know what I'm doing. Boys, thanks for joining me once again for a great Monday. Aiden, thanks so much, brother. You look so fucking
Thanks,
hot
Shag.
all the
Oh,
time.
my goodness.
Yeah, let's go and have a cuddle, maybe.
Let's have a cuppa.
Thanks, boys.